Welcome back, fellow nerds and virgins. Today's video will be covering a custom Jason figure, if you couldn't have just read the fucking title. But let's get it out the fucking box. By the way, the hat, if anyone actually wants this, it's by DGK. By Dirty Ghetto Kids. A lot of times you'll find it in Zoomies. I don't know why this has a little string to it. Got stuck on it, apparently. And the Jason mask is just one of those like cheap 99-cent store ones, so not sure if anyone would really give a fuck about those, but let's actually get into what we're covering today. Which would be this. Let's open this son of a bitch up. By the way, this thing, I usually just find the customs that I get randomly on eBay. Even though I did see a video of someone doing this, so I'm not sure if it's the exact one from that, but honestly, you just look it up, and you can figure that out yourself. And this box really doesn't want to fucking open. By the way, remember to cut away from yourself. I'm not very smart, so I don't really care. And I just cut my finger open, as you can see. Oh, well, you can't really see, but I just cut it. See? That's why you don't use a pair of scissors when cutting things. Okay. Get rid of these pairs of fucking scissors, because they are a safety hazard. Bags. And finally, the figure itself, which oddly is in the box. I guess they wanted to make sure it arrived securely. And the big reveal. They got a sticky note here. It says, "Thank you for your purchase. Be careful with the spikes as they could come off. Use sparingly to Oh, okay, it says something to reattach them if they do. Thanks." Well, this is the figure thus far. So, give me 1 second and I'll actually get out of the box. And here we have the figure out of the packaging. Unfortunately, one of the spikes already is starting to come off, but that's fine. Hopefully this camera focuses up a bit more. But he did leave a little sticky note about what to use to put it back on, so that's cool. But yeah, this is obviously based off the Savini Jason, just like the title says. From Friday the 13th, at least the game. There was actually no Savini Jason throughout the series, obviously, if you know. I mean, I think everyone knows this. It's not really too hard to keep up with this type of shit, or really not that big of a fact. But the only way you could actually get this is, I think, if you were a backer for the game. And so they rewarded the backers with this exclusive skin. So unfortunately, I don't have this skin in the game, which, I mean, it is really cool, but some people would probably try and sell like their console name or like their email or whatever, just to basically just so you can use this. And while I would never be the type of person to actually buy that, never to spend like a crazy amount of money on basically just in-game DLC. And let's see if we can take off the mask. There we go. Oop, shit. Yeah, this figure is a little hard to stand. I'm not quite sure if they maybe glued the pants cuffs down or something. Definitely a really cool figure though, but struggling to stand, so give me 1 second. I just got some movies or games actually that I use to back it up, so or to basically just be able to make it stand. Sorry the camera isn't focusing, but yeah, here's the figure. Here's the mask by itself. They did indeed paint the inside as well. That's really cool. They also did include accessories, which I was not expecting. And they did customize all the accessories. They painted them like black, and there also is the extra head, which is really cool. Like I said, all the accessories look to be painted. Have some blood on them too, and like some like kind of want to say like hell effects. Yeah, this one does too. It kind of has like the whole thing like he has going on throughout his body of like the fire. And in case if you were wondering what the figure looked like before, the figure he used to customize this, well, I have mine right here, so just give me 1 second. Here's the figure that he actually used to customize it. I personally have one, so that's why I'm able to show this. As you can see, I definitely didn't just take apart the figure to show you what he used, right? But yeah, this figure is pretty, the NECA figure itself is pretty cool. This is based off a Friday the 13th on New Blood, which is basically Friday the 13th versus Carrie. If you've ever watched Carrie, the horror movie, it's basically just a girl with like psychic powers who goes batshit insane because of people bullying her. And also just a very religious mother who doesn't help at all either. And I guess we'll take off the mask as well on this figure. Oop. So as you can see, he did use the properties of this figure. Well, he used the same figures, but he used it to his advantage. I do think I'm not sure if they were all from him, but I saw a different couple of Savini Jason figures online. And to me, this is the one that looks the most like Savini, at least the one in the game. This is the one who looks the most like it. I didn't really like the other ones because some of the other ones used a Part 3 body. Which, you know, I love Part 3, but I don't think that body type really looks like a Savini Jason. Also, this is, I know in the game at least, actually, yes, in this movie as well, this Jason is played by Kane Hodder, most people's favorite Friday the 13th Jason actor. Which, I mean, for good reason, he does bring a lot to this role. He brings just a hulking presence. And I mean, in this movie, he did have a stunt where he was on fire, actually, and he set a record in it for, like, basically, like, the longest scene with someone on fire. Like, I don't even think the scene was actually supposed to go that long, but it did. Which was, you know, obviously pretty cool. There was that, and then, movie overall, also the movie was heavily censored, which is something that's unfortunate. The movie was supposed to be a whole lot more graphic originally, but because of the AMPPA being so against movies, against violence in movies, they basically got fucked over. But yeah, let me try and pose this Jason. Let me see if I can, like off camera, and if I can't, unfortunately, we'll just end it here. But let me just give you guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so you can most definitely pose it. The paint doesn't chip. The only bad part is the spikes. Thus far, one of them has come off. I think another one has come off too. Thankfully, I think I've said this before, but the seller did leave a sticky note about something I can use to put them back on, which I'm very thankful for. And the only other issue I'm running into is the chain is loose. And so because of that, it kind of comes down. And what I may end up just doing is just gluing it down. Hopefully I can find just some like clear coat glue. Not sure if it'll be crazy or Gorilla, but I'll probably end up just gluing it down onto spots that I'd like. Just because I don't really see Jason as the type of like, it'd be cool to see him maybe use a chain, throw it around or something, but honestly, I'd rather just have the figure aesthetically just like this. I'm most definitely going to use this for my stop motions, so you have this to look forward to. What I'll be using in it is going to be a surprise, and how and explaining why he's like this will definitely be a surprise as well. But because I do plan on having an explanation. But overall, I just do think this figure is amazing. This seller, I forget his name. I'll probably look at his eBay name right now, and give you guys his name. Just because this thing is amazing, like I said. I really love the fact he chose this fucking NECA Jason figure, just because the way he's able to get this in right here with the bones and everything, and make it look like kind of like a demon and like fire, like the fucking hell of goddamn, I'm just cussing for no reason now. Like the hell of fire is just freaking coming out of him, and like he's just like almost as if he's cursed with the like with the hell of fire just in him. It's just amazing. This guy's fantastic at, I think, customizing, and I'm extremely happy too, just because it isn't chipping. Well, I don't necessarily recommend like being rough with customs by any means. I do have customs in my collection that just like in general I don't really like posing at all. Just like I like letting them sit on my shelf because I can't move them at all without having paint chip, and unfortunately I've had to fix them because of that. And it does just suck with those because, you know, they're awesome pieces and they're cool to sit on the shelf, but I'm personally someone who likes to do stop motion. And the only thing I really like figures for, at least like this style, especially with NECA, is to pose them. That's why I find it really disappointing when just figures break on me with NECA, especially just out of the box. And that's only happened to my Ghostface figures when I was trying to do my custom ones, which just really sucks. But yeah, you can pose this guy, and he did come with an extra set of hands, knives, and axe. Like I said, like, it's just an amazing figure. Overall, this person did a great job on it. And let me go check his name real quick, and I'll give you guys his eBay seller name. Whoop. Micro9356 is the seller's name. Sorry. Yeah, this figure is fantastic, though. I just noticed that he actually included an extra custom mask, which is really dope. So he customized all the accessories. He didn't just customize the figure. Figure's fantastic. If you guys want to go check out his other things that he has on his eBay shop, I really do suggest it. He has a Pennywise thing up right now, which is like the sewer scene. But if you guys don't know, customs aren't cheap. You know, I mean, you got to put in work to make them look this fantastic, and it's even harder to make it where they don't chip, which I love that this figure doesn't, that I can pose this around without having to worry about the elbows and elbow paint coming off, because that's what's pretty frequent, at least with the customs that I bought personally. And I actually paid $200 for this figure plus shipping, which was like 10 something. And again, this figure is just fantastic. I think it's fully worth it. I love it. Again, I need to fix the spike, but the seller did leave a sticky note with the thing on it that I can fix it, and eventually I'm going to glue down this chain because it is a little pain that it isn't. It's nice that it's loose because you can kind of put it wherever you want, but I'm going to probably end up gluing it down just because it does become a little bothersome. But that's going to about today's video, you guys. Thanks to everyone who's been watching. Thanks to all the people who have liked, subscribed, and thanks for just watching my video. Hope you guys have a great day, and remember, remember you're not worthless. All right. I know a lot of people think that they're not worth shit, and it's just not true. You're the first person who should think you are a valuable person, and you should always see value in yourself and find value in yourself. You know? So, yeah. Either way, though, just keep doing you, and I'll keep doing me. You know? Kind of dumb, a little rambling here, but that's what you get in this channel. Get a kind of a dumb guy. That's where the channel name comes from. But yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and hope your weekend's fantastic since tomorrow's Friday. So, hope you have a fantastic Friday, and hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll see y'all. Ciao. Okay, real quick bonus clip. I just realized how stupid I am. It says super glue. It's just he wrote it really close together, so I thought it said something else. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. There's a reason I call myself Dumbass Productions. Have a nice day, you guys.